I love that title. That's so amazing.
Love it.
All right, we're live, I think. Hold on. We live? I don't see anything. Hold on a minute. Let me refresh. What's going on here? Oh, okay. Test. Can I not be heard? What's going on? Oh, there we go. Okay. It took a while. All right, we're live, folks. Welcome to Learn to Code Tuesdays.
Hey, everybody.
We're gonna be getting started just a few minutes here. I gotta go promote it on Discord and Mastodon. And yeah, we are live again. Let me go open my chat app. If you guys don't remember, on Sunday, I built a live chat app so that I can be able to read my chat on my phone and my Mac. I made a Mac version so Michael could use it and I could use it. But I'm on Windows today for Learn to Code Tuesday. So let me open this app real quick. What is this called? What do I call it? Stream Access. I streamed Sunday night and I built this app. It worked pretty well. There's a few things I want to add to it, but you know what? It's great. See, Laurel, it actually read it. So yeah, Dane saying that was quite a fun
Love
stream.
that.
So it's reading live chats aloud to me with TTS with Alex. Now I can customize the rate, the pitch, all of that. And once this is done, this will actually be for sale.
I
So
love
people
that.
can buy it. It'll be like $2 or $3. But in the chat, it actually looks like iMessages. So yeah, welcome everybody. Let me go ahead and promote real quick. I need to see if there's anybody in the waiting room. Did you turn off the waiting room, Laurel?
I did.
Good. Okay, people are just so
Unless it
slow.
re-enabled it for you. I turned
Probably
it off.
not. If you're a speech tag, I don't know. Will it? I haven't did any spam modification or anything. Dane is one of the people that always show up on my streams. He's very regular, and thanks for showing up. Let me go ahead and promote this real quick. We're doing merge conflicts today. Oh gosh, I know, right? We're gonna talk about that.
Oh,
Once
yeah.
once Maria
I
gets
forgot
here.
about
So.
that. That's going to be fun. Actually, that's going to be a really good stream because, I mean, people really need to learn how to deal with that. You know? I mean, I don't necessarily, we're far above my head. I don't have time right now to dive deep and learn GitHub, but
That's okay.
this
You
is
can come back to
super,
this.
huh?
You can come back.
I can. And I do know enough to know that this is an extremely important topic that anyone that wants to develop an app or write code and use GitHub to help collaborate with other people on needs to know. You need to know it.
Yes. So
So
let me
make sure you include keywords about that either in your title or in your YouTube description, Taylor, so people can find it later.
Oh, trust me, I am.
I know you are.
I said get happens, aka like uh-oh. So that was actually the first part of the
Yeah,
title.
like the code, the conflict thing. Like it's super important, and I feel like that was one of the things that whenever I tried to do GitHub open source stuff earlier was almost impossible for me to understand how to resolve. So
I'll show you
um,
guys.
it's gonna
Once
be
Maria
important.
gets here, I don't want to do anything without her.
It's gonna be important. You know.
Um, sure. Hitchhiker's Guide to Git Conflicts. Sure. I did read the asterisk. Um, got a bunch of chats. Let's see. It's very easy now for me to read chats. Um, where's Maria and all them today? I always have a plan in case they don't show up, because that's always gonna happen.
Let's see here.
Yes, it is very useful. That I can read it from my phone. And I'm gonna be streaming live later today, folks, for the Apple event. So, where's the rest of the folks today? Let me see what happened. Where are they at? I'm sure they're all gonna actually. You know, it's pretty early actually. You know what? Am I having a good day, Dane? That's a good question. I am. It's been very busy at Techopolis this week. I've been working on a bunch of apps, and we're going to be putting a lot of iOS 26 apps in test flight when they first land. So our Beyond the Gallery shortcuts sharing platform actually got a shout out on Double Tap, and yeah, it's been a very busy week at Techopolis, and things are moving fast and crazy, and it's just been kind of chaos. But you know what? This is what happens when it comes to September and Apple release time. Got to release all the new apps we've been working on all summer.
It's awesome.
No, Dane, chat is chat, and you can keep chatting, right? Sometimes I may not read it on air for whatever reason. You know, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not relevant to that time, but I really try to address every chat and every time it's brought up, right? Of course, right now we're just getting started, so there's only you here, right? But we'll have more. Oh, did they? Okay. Yeah, Double Tap is cool. Sometimes I can't stand them though, because they talk about things like, they're kind of crazy, but a lot of times, I don't know, I just find it a little too quote unquote blindy for me. But again, I'm not the typical blind
What is
person.
it?
Double
Sorry.
Tap, it's a podcast.
I don't know. I haven't listened to a lot of podcasts, so I don't know anything
But I
about it.
really like YouTube better, honestly.
Hmm?
Double Tap Express, yeah, I didn't. And I'm also building this assistant where it can like integrate with your Google Calendar, like all your services that you use, like your Zoom and all this other stuff. And it can like delete emails, schedule meetings on your calendar, and it's all using Apple Intelligence Foundation models. Oh yeah, double tap is great for your ADHD mind. Yeah, it can be. Sometimes it can be distracting. Again, I like, a lot of different things, and like I watch a lot of advanced AI stuff that they don't really cover, so. Ooh, foundation models. Yeah, foundation models are iOS 26's system AI, artificial or Apple Intelligence models, and we're using those in a lot of our apps. So we have some pretty cool stuff to share. So stay
Love
tuned,
it.
watch out on social media.
I love it.
I'm trying to promote. Like I said, if for some reason the rest of the folks don't show up, I've got a plan. We're still going to cover merge conflicts.
Yes, we are.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to develop features and then I'm going to show you guys the process.
People have 5. It's not even 5 minutes until.
I
So
know,
we
I'm
still
just
have
saying,
some
like, if
time.
for some reason nobody shows up, it's not that this is
Yeah.
going to be irrelevant. So you guys should promote, boost this on Mastodon. And I'm going to post this on X as well. Figure out how to do feed kit and Dane, what does your Vision app do? Maybe do you have a test? Okay, for one thing, did you enroll in the Apple App Development course from Michael and I? That's the first step. Because again, you can actually ask questions and come to my office hours. And yes, I will have office hours, and we're working on curricula right now. For two, do you have an Apple App Developer account? Okay. And then for three, did you put your app in test flight yet? I'm just curious, like, so I could even like test it or something. And then for four, um, you want to use feed. Let me read the chat. Let me look at this again. Let's say feed kit. Sure have. Oh, you want to feed in LiDAR kit? Ooh, that's something I haven't done. Ooh, yeah, I'd have to ask like Copilot or something. If you tell Copilot, hey, I want to do this, you could actually have it search the web for Apple developer documentation. You may have to enable that in Copilot settings though. And like I said, I've got a lot of things that I'm working on, but I will, like I said, if you guys want more Apple app development streams on YouTube, you should have to let me know. It seems like people are interested in that.
And y'all's Apple course started or starts soon, doesn't it?
Yeah, it starts the 25th.
Awesome.
I'm working on getting final curriculum ready, although it's been kind of crazy since. So test flight, hold on, let me address this. You do not have an Apple developer account. Test flight requires an Apple developer account. Yes, you can definitely deploy on your
I
phone. I
have
was just
one, but I
saying,
don't pay for it. I mean, it's
no,
free.
you don't have to. I was just saying, like, Dane, if you wanted to
Yeah.
deploy, right, to like let me test it, for example, in the test flight, you would have to have a paid developer account. Now there are two types of paid developer accounts. This actually might be a topic for a stream. There's organization streams, really? Organization accounts. Think of like Techopolis Online Solutions LLC, right? You see that in the App Store. And then there are personal accounts. For example, Dane Stange or Taylor aren't, right? So those are different types of accounts and they both have different requirements. For most people, I'd recommend a personal account, right? So it'll just be under your name. However, if you are going to even think about developing with a team, think about like Michael and I, right? At first, Michael just had a developer account and he didn't have a team. Oh boy, what kind of fun did that make? Um, it literally like it was a chaos because I tried to commit, but then I couldn't get the team, so I had to log in with Michael's Apple ID. It was not fun. So if you're gonna think about having a team, you want an organization. Dane, that's a really cool app. I definitely recommend, like, I want to see it. So if you have money or whatever, if you want to pay for a developer account, also with a developer account, you can get other perks like Apple engineering sessions. Hold on a second, let me chat. Oh, it uses core ML models. What model are you using, Jane? I'd really like to test this, by the way. You're gonna have to show us this in class. Or I mean maybe like load it up on your phone and do a demo. Sorry, chat's been kind of crazy today. So okay. Not saying for you like keep coming, chat. Where is everybody today?
They'll come.
Okay, so is an Apple developer account worth it? Again, I need to have a topic. I need to have a stream about this. Yes, so a paid $99 a year Apple developer account gives you the following: deploy to the
I
App
mean,
Store.
heck, if we have a light crowd today, we can talk about it in just a few minutes.
Well, we can, but remember, I already have the stream title, so
Oh, yeah, I
I
know.
can adjust that. But we'll do merge conflicts and we'll talk about other things, right? I mean, it does not have to be about the title. I mean, I want to keep it somewhat relevant, but it does not always have to be. GPT great 5 greatly enhanced things significantly. Um, And the other thing too, Dane, is that the Apple App Development account is really worth it. So you get to publish to the App Store, right? So you could type in, the thing in the App Store. You get to also publish to test flight, right? So you can have beta testers. You get also, so instead of having only 3 projects on your phone at one time to work on with a free dev, you could have unlimited, right? I've got like 5 or 10 apps on my phone that I'm working on currently. No, Dane, I'm not saying anything wrong with you. I was just telling my host, Laurel, who's, we're doing Learn to Code Tuesday. So you're not at fault. I love
You're
what you're
fine. You're
doing, Dane.
fine, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just telling what was going on.
She was just telling me.
Yep.
Oh, me.
So keep going. But yeah, the paid developer account's worth it. But again, if you are a non-profit, so if you're a verified non-profit, 501c3 or 501c5 or whatever the heck is in your country, you can get a fee waiver. So you can get an Apple developer account for free if you verify your tax exemption status.
That is good to know.
Bundle IDs. Let me look at this. Hold on. No more 10 bundle IDs a week. Oh yeah, that's another problem. Yeah, you can make more than 10 bundle IDs a week. Bundle ID, for those who don't know, is a reverse identifier. So think about this, online.techopolis, right? So it's the reverse of your domain. Techopolis online. So basically, it's that. Actually, Dane, I don't think I remembered that. Well, yes, you're in the United States. Dane, I say that because I have many people in different countries, so I have to cover my bases. Yeah, I did not remember that. Sorry. I have so many people that are all over the place. Trust me, I'm like almost 900 followers at this point. Let's see what other things we have here. But no, keep going, Dane. And like I said, once we start office hours for the class, you can come in there and you can like show off your apps and things. And the final week of class is going to be a showcase week where you guys get to show off your final projects. And you may be able to use this as your final project, right? So you can improve it, from the guidance you learned from us. Because even though you're doing it with AI now, you can learn a lot more, right, from our teaching, and you could be able to enhance it. So we'll see. All right, you guys, this is a light card. Nobody's here today. Interesting. Okay. Yes, then I could hear your voice and hear a real human. Yep, I could. And like I said, I'm probably gonna have office hours like Monday nights and probably another night. But then I also have them available for requests in case people can't make the office hours. And Michael will probably be there as well. It just depends. But I'm gonna be actually the TA for the class. Oh, Dane, you can talk. It's only like office hours are not gonna be that high pressure, right? You could just get help or showcase something, or we want to help you make apps that are amazing. And I mean, yes, I even use Copilot to help me make apps, but I make apps informed by Copilot, meaning I say, okay, I need to have a VStack. Well, great. Yeah. I could be like, okay, I want a VStack, which is basically a vertical container that has a list of items, right? So I can be very specific because of the knowledge I've learned from SwiftUI. Well, that's awesome. Okay. Wow, everybody's just kind of quiet today. Maybe they just want to go to the Apple event. Maybe they're just not.
Let's see. What time is it anyway?
10:06.
Oh. Well, why don't we just start talking about
Well, let me rename
conflict
the
and
title. Yeah, well, actually, no, I'm not going to rename the stream. We'll talk about conflicts and Apple. Yeah, it's fine.
let's just
Okay,
do it.
so
And whoever joins.
let me make sure that there's no people in the waiting room. That would really suck.
I did disable it unless it re-enabled it for you.
Oh,
Are there?
oh, David's here. David, you didn't say a thing.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, man.
Hey,
How's it going? Why is voiceover being so trippy?
Think it's
Stop.
all right.
Sorry.
Sorry, David, we
Yeah.
have a whole bunch of chatters on YouTube, and so we're talking about Apple stuff for a minute before we actually get started with the merge conflicts.
Yeah,
As far as
they,
I
yeah.
know, Taylor, the waiting room's disabled, but you
I
might
think
check
it is, but I just didn't know that people join because they don't have alerts on.
Yeah, check it. Why don't you check it in host tools and make sure? Just because I did disable it, but sometimes Zoom can be a little bit
It's off.
pissy in
We're
reading.
good.
Okay.
Okay.
All I know is it can be a little bit pissy sometimes.
That's okay. All right. So let's see. Imagine that. Okay, so merge conflicts. Well, actually, let's first introduce this episode because I don't think people even know what we're doing. So,
Well,
what
hey
do you want to
everybody,
introduce?
this is Laurel Wheeler with the Laurel Wheeler Foundation, and we co-host Learn to Code Tuesdays every Tuesday from 10 to noon Central Time, right here on Zoom and on Taylor Arndt's YouTube channel, with Taylor from Techopolis. If you want to register and come to the Zoom side, you can. You could email us at laurelwheelerfoundation@gmail.com and I'll send you the link. The email, if you want to spell my name, because usually nobody can, it's LAURELWHEELER foundation@gmail.com. No spaces. You can find us on social media. Give us a like for our foundation's nonprofit page because we do a lot of other stuff. If you're out there and you're, blind or visually impaired, maybe you don't even have a good computer or a computer that even works, or you're struggling with getting technology that works, you can email us and we can help you with that. We do a lot of other things. So check out our website, laurelwheelerfoundation.org, and our social media. I'm super excited that Taylor helps host these every Tuesday. Over to our fearless host.
All
Taylor.
right, so let's do this. Like I said, I have the. So if you want to join the Zoom, right? You want to be on Zoom. I have the link in the email. I'm Mastodon. Hold on a second. Hold on, I've got a Mastodon post I gotta respond to. Hold on 1 minute. Let's hold up. Somebody's asking if we're building a flashcards app. Yes. Yes, we are. Hold on. Okay. Please hold. Okay. Laurel, do you want to talk about like what's new with your foundation real quick before I can respond to
Sure.
the Mastodon?
We have several things going on with the foundation, and if you want to see everything that goes on, go look at our Facebook page, Laurel Wheeler Foundation on Facebook. We're doing a Lego build later this month, and if you don't know what that is, if you're into Lego or you're listening and you like building things, there's a group out there called Bricks for the Blind that does text-based Lego instructions. The one thing that makes it hard is that they say that you've got to have a sighted person do your sorting. That's where we step in. We pre-sort Lego kits, label them in Braille and large print, and send them out to you. And then we host an event on Zoom where we build it together. So it's kind of fun if you like doing 3D tactile, things kind of like jigsaw puzzles, but obviously more tactile and more accessible for us. So we're building a red sports car later. It's free, but we do ask for a $10 donation just to cover the cost of the Lego kit and shipping. But like I said, we've done all the pre-sorting and labeling. So if you want to build a red sports car later this month or anytime, you can do it on your own, but you can also do it with us live. Go look at our Facebook for the ad info and fill out the Google form to request a set. We have several available still, so you can sign up. That's going on, and then we're starting language learning cafes. It'll be Thursdays. I've not posted the info yet, but it'll be coming later today. It'll be Thursdays starting at 8 a.m. Central Time, so that way our friends in Europe can join, and you can learn English as a second language, or you can join a journey of language learning if you have a different target language together with a bunch of other language learners that are multilingual, and we love helping people. And you can teach something you speak, or you can learn alongside us, or if we don't have a native speaker of something you want to learn, we will crowdsource and find one. So come follow our Facebook and be looking for that. That is what we've got going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
People are like, "What? You're building a flashcards app?" Yes, we are. And I'll talk about that real quick. So one of our members, Maria, wants a flashcards app so that it's like a Quizlet clone, right? You've heard of Quizlet. It's like the study tool that everybody uses in college and everywhere else. Well, it's not that accessible. So we're building an alternative that's accessible, and eventually it'll actually be a full iOS app. And then also, if you're in the Apple app development class, then we're actually going to build that together as a team for the final showcase project. And then remember, the Apple app development class is offered through Techopolis. It's a great way to learn how to make apps for Apple platforms. By the end, if you really want to, you'll have a working app that you can submit to the App Store. Okay, with your final project. That could be a good portfolio piece or even lead to other opportunities. So that is how that works. So right now we're doing like a web version. It's just kind of a placeholder thing. And then we're gonna, once the class starts, we'll, keep going with the class, and then once it's final project time, we'll start working on that. And then, we'll keep going and eventually have it in an iOS app that will be hopefully under the Techopolis account, so we can help share the cost or share the profits, and we can make this a community effort because we believe in helping everybody. So. Wait, what? If I get another message on post, hold on.
You broke up. What did you say?
Oh, I have another message on post I got to reply to, so I'm trying to keep my microphone out of the way so I can reply to it real quick. People are loving this idea on Mastodon. Oh, trust me, you will be able to get that, period. All right. People are loving this on Mastodon. So, conflicts. Let's get started with conflicts. So, imagine that your friend has shared a file with you on Dropbox, for example. But then imagine that your file that you had open from your friend, you also had it open. And then imagine that you find in your Dropbox it says Taylor's conflicted copy. And you're like, uh-oh, right? A conflict, basically where somebody edits the same line or the same area of a file that you did. It's a conflict. Uh-oh, what are we supposed to do here? So the system is like, well, I don't know. Like, what's the correct value? A simple way to think about this is, let's say I had a branch, right? You guys know what a branch is. It's basically a, separate, like in a sense, a clone of the repo. And let's say I changed a value in the branch called test, and I changed the first line, test equals 1. But then I went to another branch. Let's say I made a branch called test again or something like that. And then I made I made a line and it said test equals 3. Well, then I merged the branch into main, and I merged both branches into main, right? Because main is like the production code. But then I realized we have one problem. It's like, we have a conflict. You changed the file in the line in two separate branches, two separate places. What is it? Is it test or is it hello world? Right? So it's like, well, we can't fix this. So that is simply a merge conflict. It's when two things are changed, right? Either it's like a line or an area of a file are changed in two separate places and they conflict with each other. Okay? It's very, very common, but it can be very, very complicated depending on how it goes. So Maria and I last week were working on the Flashcards app, and we had a merge conflict when we tried to merge my branch into main, because probably we changed the same code again, right? We probably, changed it. So today I'm going to show you how to merge and resolve merge conflicts so that we can keep continuing working on our Flashcards app. And then after that, we're going to work on some other features, and we're going to get out a little early today because of the Apple event, and I want to make sure everybody has time to get set up for that. But without further ado, I'm going to quickly show you guys how this works, and I'm going to show you guys what we need to do to solve this, because it can be a little intimidating, but with some guidance, it can be definitely achievable. So let me quickly promote this on Discord real quick. Didn't have time to do that because I was dealing with Mastodon. But keep the Mastodon coming. Not saying I didn't like it. I just didn't have time to deal with it. So, and again, on YouTube, Mastodon, if you guys want to join us, email laurelwheelerfoundation@gmail.com. We said that earlier in the video. But if you want to join us, you can come on Zoom and see what this Flashcards app is all about. So, Let me show you guys. I'm gonna here. Let's see. Hold on a second. I'm gonna promote this real quick. At everyone. Okay. All right. So let me go check chat because it's not reading. Maybe it's hold on a second. I had my phone locked. I guess I couldn't do that. No, let me see. Oh, you want me to use low code, no code platforms with AI to make apps with, okay, that's an interesting thing to talk about. I'll have to look into that. What platforms are you specifically talking about? Because most of those are not accessible. Hold on,
Yeah, I would like to know myself because I would like to do that, but I just haven't found an accessible one. So I mean, genuinely, I'm genuinely asking. If anyone knows of any no-code or very low-code development platforms that are accessible, that don't require a massive amount of learning curve or deep knowledge, I would genuinely like to know. Because I've tried myself to find, because I know some coding, but I'm not ashamed to admit I'm really a vibe coder with AI. I don't have a deep coding knowledge, and I don't have a ridiculous amount of time to fully learn it either. Like, I'm not gonna become a career coder, you know?
That's
Like,
fine.
it is fine, it is fine. I'm just saying, like, that is an area, a topic area that I genuinely want to know about. So if somebody out there does know of a low code or no code platform where you can build an app, or, even a Windows program or a Mac program or whatever, Android or anything, or Apple, let me know. I really do want to know about that. Because I have looked and I've not found an accessible one yet.
But yeah, thank you, Alt Vision, for being here.
So I can say with certainty, hey, I would like to know.
Okay, well, I have my screen up here, and I switched into the repo on GitHub Desktop, and it's like, hey, you got merge conflicts. Yeah, I remember from last Tuesday. Thanks for reminding me. But let me show you how this is done. So let me go into my speech here, share my sound. We're gonna get this done. Then we're gonna work on some other features together too, because even though
meeting control has been active.
we can still get some things done. So
You have started screen share, press F6
Alright.
to switch between
so here's what we're gonna do. So look at this dialogue. This might be
participants.
intimidating.
GitHub desktop.
Here we go.
But heading level
Sorry.
1, resolve conflicts before merge.
Resolve conflicts before merge. This is so intimidating. I'm gonna lose all my changes. Not so fast. You're not gonna lose all your changes. But if you don't follow what I'm gonna do, potentially you could. But again, this all happens to everybody. Look, it took me a while to learn this myself, but I want to be able to share what I've learned. And there's actually a very simple method to do this with AI that I'm going to show you. But before that, I'm going to actually show you how I do this and how you can do it without AI. Although I'm not going to do that because that's just kind of crazy. But I'm going to show you what the conflicts look like and how you can tell that they're there. So let's dive in. So look at this.
Button close. Heading level 2, 1 conflicted file.
One conflicted file. That's not good.
List with one item index.html.
Index.html. Well, we knew this was going to happen because index.html is the main file in this Flashcards app. And part of the reason we have conflicts is because this is the only file in the Flashcards app. So that's why we have issues. What are we going to do about it? Well, let me show you. So let's see.
4 conflicts.
4 conflicts. We have 4 places where this file conflicts with something else. That's not good. Okay, so what are we going to do? Well, let me see. Keep going down.
Button open in Visual Studio Code.
I can open it in VS Code.
Menu button collapsed submenu file resolution options.
File resolution options. So here's what I'm going to look at this first.
Menu submenu. Open with default program 1 of 4. Show in Explorer 2 of 4. Use the modified file from develop 3 of 4. Use the modified file 4 of 4.
Use the modified file. Okay, so it says use the modified file. Use the modified file from develop. Or, use the modified file. So I don't know where the other modified file is coming from. So you hear those 4 options. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually open this up in VS Code because I don't want to lose changes, right? I want to be very careful. Yes, I could say use the one from develop, but I got to be very careful. So remember, develop is the branch that we just finished working in together, right? So we have to be very careful because I don't want to lose any of Maria's changes or my changes. So let's open this up in VS Code and figure out. That way you guys know what the conflicts look like. Because I don't want to just do it. I want to see I want to see you guys see everything. So let me
Use show and open with default pro. Use the modified open with show and use the modified file open with default program 1 of 4. Resolve study flow dash excessive banner land heading level 1 study intelligent for every button L tab select tabs main button add fold heading level 3
so
welcome
this
to
is
study
study
create
flow,
your
right?
button create your first deck.
And this is unfortunately what we had before, right? So we don't have any of our changes. Well, we have some of them. Remember, this is the main branch. So we have to get this working here so that we can add all of our changes. So let me show you what we do here.
Get up.
Control Shift F. Oh wait, that does not work on PC.
Out of list button unavailable can button open and
I'm
command
gonna
line
Mac
comma
too
list
much
with one item
so
menu out of
I'll
list.
open it in command line.
Command prompt command C colon backslash users backslash tayer backslash documents backslash developer backslash JS backslash flash C.
I'm gonna do
O
code.
space D space O C.
Awesome,
C O
welcome
D
back,
E
game.
space dot.
So
Studio
the
code,
code period.
agent, documents.
Main reason I opened it in CMD or terminal is because I had to open it in my editor, and I just simply did code
GPT-5
period. If NVDA would shut up. Code period, remember, opens up the current folder in your VS Code. So now here's the index.html. So let me show you this.
Dot hidden left bracket aria
Hold
dash
on a
hidden
second.
less bang dot type HTML greater
I'm gonna go through this entire thing.
less HTML and equals quote end quote greater
HTML.
less head greater less meta charset equals quote UTF dash 8 quote greater
All of this seems fine, right? All of
less meta
HTML
name
in
equals
here.
less title less style greater star box mark padding colon 0 semi.
I'm gonna kind of go a little fast just to make sure we have time to do this. And like I said, we're gonna get this done, in a relatively soon manner. But we have to be careful because we don't want to lose any of Maria's changes because that wouldn't feel good, or my changes, because we work so hard to make sure we got all this stuff done, and we don't want to lose anything. So let's
right brace blank body left font that line color
all of
background
this is
padding right
good.
brace blank dot container Mac mark
This
back
is
padding border
good.
box right blank H1 mark color right blank dot nav this board mark right blank dot nav dash
This
space.
is the old way, right? I'd literally read through this entire file, and I would look through the merge conflicts, right? And again, I'm going to show you guys this way so you know how to do it, because I want to make sure you know how to do it first before you can do it with AI, which we're going to actually resolve it with AI, but I'll show you what the merge conflict markers look like, because they're not fun. So keep going here.
Background cold border cold padding font
Where
font
are
cursor
they?
border trans right blank dot nav dash tab back out right blank dot nav board
Okay,
color right
keep
blank
going
dot
here.
display right blank dot display right blank dot section mark right blank label left this margin
Keep
back
going
board
here.
font right blank input cold outline board dot right blank
Keep going.
font trans right blank button colon up back border right blank dot button dash this gap
Keep
right blank
going
dot
here.
display
Let's
right
see.
blank dot position colon absolute semi
Position absolute. Again, we're going to keep going.
with pipe padding mark over clip white that border right blank dot keyboard background border padding march border right blank dot keyboard dash margin dash space.
So yeah, all of the CSS is
Font
fine,
blank
right?
dot keyboard
So
margin right blank dot keyboard space.
I could also search for the merge conflict markers. I think it starts with head or something. So let me do that. Basically, it's the head, the head branch. So let me see if I can do that real quick.
No results found. Find slasher AE dot D. This dot announce left parent. Graph switch to the D E 8. AE A D dot deck dash header 7 less head comma 3 of 9 index dot head and select blank 7 less head.
Do you hear that? 7 less head. You're thinking, what? What is that? So that's the head branch, right? This is where it says 7 less. This is where there's conflicts. Okay, so I just literally typed head, right? And it brought it up in the Control Shift F in VS Code. And you're like, what? What is all this? So let me read this here.
Slash star modal star slash. Dialog colon background left right background right dot mode width max height back border box border display flex right dot modal dash header left brace.
So that's the head branch, right? That's the develop or whatever it's trying to merge into. I gotta figure out what that is here.
Display aligned just padding border right dot margin font right dot padding flick over text display flick just align gap right dot text mark right brace space.
So all of this is conflicted.
With padded background color board right dot closed space.
So this might be Maria's changes or my changes, right? And then we'll see what Maria's changes are like. Right? So this is kind of what you have to do. You have to compare and contrast. Some of them can be more complicated than others, but some of them are easy to use. Easy to resolve. So let me show you here. Keep going.
Back right 7 slash 7 equals error.
7 equals. Uh-oh.
Slash star accessible modal star slash.
Oh.
Dot modal dash overlay left
Okay,
brace.
so
Position inset back Z right blank. Dot modal left brace.
okay, so the first changes were Maria's, I think.
Position top cold left
And
transform
then
width back border box Z padded right blank. Dot
mine.
modal margin right blank. Dot modal mark right blank. Dot modal just gap right blank. Dot hidden 7 greater Fay 4 F70 93 E70 E0 90 33 trillion 435 billion 479 million 947,296 B 1969 app 8 error.
You're wondering, what's that? That's like a commit ID, I think. So that's like the commit. I think that's what that is. And then like down here it says
Less slash style greater. Less slash less body less div less header less eight less blank less div aria dash blank less nat less slash nat blank less main less bang less section less h less div less eight less slap blank less bang dash create deck tab less section less eight blank less div less label space.
so are there any more conflicts
Less
here?
blank, less blank, less label for equals quote deck that less blank, less div, less eight, less blank, less div, less what is photo blank. Mitochondria are the powerhouses of the def blank what is photosynthesis quest less text area it equals quote notes dash input quote space.
Okay, so let me go to type head again.
7 less head D no results found AEAD less div class equals quote modal dash index less h1 less div less blank less h2 greater overview less find head blank less div class equals quote index less 8 less div less button less 7 great blank 7 greater Fay 4 F70
So here
93
we go.
E70 E0 90
That's
33
the
trillion
commit
400
ID.
blank less script greater / simple study flow app. Class
Here.
study flow constructor left class study flow actions this dot text equals this dot
Okay.
folders this dot show this dot temp this dot
Okay, I think these are Maria's folder changes. So we want to keep these. So right, you could be like, okay, this is really complicated. I don't want to do this. And I don't blame you. So I'll show you how to resolve this with AI because ultimately that's what I'm going to do. Right? I'm going to resolve it with that way I don't have to do it myself because doing it myself is just it's awful. So I mean I can do it, right? We've had to do it before. AI came around. But honestly, we need to be productive, right? Because as workforces get smaller and smaller and smaller, and as teams are a lot less, AI is going to be a huge part of our dev workflow. So you're thinking, well, how do I resolve this with AI? So let me show you this here. I'm going to do Control Shift I.
Agent, chat in toolbar, set pick model left parent, CTRL plus alt plus dot right parent, dash GPT dash 5 mini left parent, preview right parent,
I could try
menu
mini.
button,
Let me see. I'll try mini. I like mini because it's free. Copilot. So I'm going to say, we
space,
have, actually I'm going to say, I am working in a repo with merge conflicts. My
Y space T E A S space B E space A D D E space A O L D E R S space O space R O F O D E C K S dot space space A D D E space A space A C C E S A D E space O D A S dot space W A N double W A N E O space A E E space L C A N E S space dot A space N O space D A T H L O S dot chat request.
There we go. That's just a simple prompt that I did to basically say, hey, I want to keep everything, right? I'm working in repo, merge conflict. My teammate made the folders. I made the accessible modals. We want to keep everything.
Progress.
Okay, so then it will actually look through the file and figure out how to resolve this. We'll see if it works. But this is the way to do it, though, these days, folks. This is the way to do it, is just with AI. But be very specific, right? Sometimes it may not do it. You got to switch to a different model. But if you're very careful and you're deliberate about how you prompt it for this kind of thing, it will work great. Okay, I've solved numerous conflicts this way. But you just have to be careful and deliberate of how you do it. Okay. But this is what I recommend. I don't recommend trying to do it yourself. I mean, you can, but like for me, I just get very confused and I can't figure it out. For visual users, I think there's like a preview pane where it has it like both sides. So yours changes one side, mine changes the other side. We don't have that luxury as a screen reader user. I don't think. So this is the way I prefer to do it. But again, everybody has their own way of doing things. I'm an AI enthusiast tenfold, right? I love AI so much. I mean, I had to upgrade to the Copilot Pro Plus plan. I mean, doesn't that communicate something? But this is how I do it. Okay, this is how I do it. This is how I make the conflicts resolve. It's still working through the file. And again, I'm not going to keep changes until I look at the final product and make sure both changes are there. So it's still going.
I love that we can use AI to do this.
Yeah, I
Progress.
mean, you could, like, I've done it in the past, like, for myself, but honestly, in the
Progress.
past, like, before AI, I was not that good of developer, and I never
Hey,
really worked
Maria's
on a
here.
team.
So,
Progress.
Oh,
Maria,
Hey guys.
what's up?
Hey guys.
Working dot.
hey!
Progress.
I don't know that Zoom announced you that she's here, but yo, Maria.
No, I have my
Sorry.
alerts off for a reason.
And so is Francis. Hey, Francis. Zoom didn't announce it to me either for some reason.
Because you have your alerts off. And if you guys come in, just say hi, right? You can interact.
I don't think, well, I don't have the alerts turned off.
Working
Zoom
dot.
normally does. I don't know if Zoom's just being weird today or what.
Progress.
Should
I
be
have alerts
announcing them
turned
for me
off.
too, and it's not.
So it
So
doesn't
sorry
announce
about
on
that.
YouTube.
I'm here, so I've been missing, but I'm here now. So
Sorry about that, guys. I don't know, Taylor. I don't think it's you or me. I think Zoom's just being weird because normally Zoom tells me.
Progress.
So I don't know what. I don't know. Sorry, guys. I thought Zoom was gonna tell me too, but because I
Hey,
have
Maria
not.
Star.
I've not turned alerts off. So yeah, for some reason Zoom is being wonky. If you guys come in today, just tell us that you're here because we may not immediately know. Sorry, guys, and welcome.
So, Maria, how much of this did you catch specifically?
I got in when you started solving the merge conflict with Copilot.
So does this make sense? Like the way I'm doing it? Like that goes for everybody on this call?
Mm-hmm. Basically, all you do is just tell it, hey, I have a merge conflict. I did this, you did that.
Yeah. Just
So.
be very specific of what changes
Oh
you want to
yeah.
keep.
Oh yeah.
So let me see if this code works.
Command prompt GitHub desktop column 3 of 5. Screen sharing Zoom workplace index.html dash flat index.html dash flashcards. Files explorer.
And we're gonna get out a little early today because of the Apple event. I want to make sure everybody has time to get set up and whatever they need to do for the Apple event.
Yes, I'm excited.
I will be streaming today talking about my thoughts. We also have Let's Talk AI. For ACB, but I'm gonna be streaming depends. So if it's a 2-hour event, I'm gonna have to stream at like 5:30 to 6:30. And then I'm also doing a Bits Apple event review today on community at 7. If it's a 1-hour event, I could stream at 2 or even 1:30, but I will have to end at 2:50 because I've got the ACB community call. So it all depends on what time the event ends. But keep me, you guys should keep your notifications on and keep watching on Mastodon and other places so that you guys know when I go live. Because I can't schedule it because I don't know when I'm going to be able to go live. I've got a really busy afternoon, but I still want to be able to go live and talk about it. And of course, there's going to be a Substack blog post, so I have to have time to write that.
Open with dot. 2
So it's going to be
14.
kind of a busy
Select editor for
afternoon,
ticket.
folks.
Configure default text editor, comma, act. Select editor for.
What was that chat? Let me look at it. Hold on. And yes, I made a new app to read my chats with TTS. You guys should watch that stream if you haven't. Oh yeah, it even wow, it worked even when my screen was locked. That's awesome. You're excited for the Apple event. Wonderful. All right,
Wait, is that an
so
iPhone app?
yeah, it's an iPhone app I made on Sunday, Maria. It was a stream. It was my
Oh,
building
that's
my
so
YouTube
cool.
chat app. I don't. It was like at 8 o'clock at night Central. So if you didn't catch it, you should go watch it. We
Yeah,
literally
I'll
built
have
the
to
app
watch
on the
it.
stream. I had like 3 or 4 interruptions. So Michael's mother called me. Then Michael's phone died, so I had to go let him in the building because you know how our building works. We have to like open up with our phone. So
Oh,
Michael was like, "I know you're on YouTube, but can you let me in?" Like, so anyway, I'm like, "Okay, your punishment. You have to be on stream with me for the rest of the time." It was fun though. We actually made the app on stream, and it's like it literally reads my YouTube chat, and it will do Twitch as well. And this will be a paid app in the App Store. We're gonna sell through Techopolis.
I was gonna say you should put that out there. That would be cool.
And you could do like all the system voices like Alex, or let me turn it up so in case we get another chat, and you can have your screen locked. Somebody should chat.
Nice.
We'll see if they can hear it. But you can decide like not to have it read the names of the people, just have it read the chat, or you can read the names in chats. And then if you're in the partner program eventually, I'll have it read like Maria Reyes sent you a $2 super chat and said hi or something. That way you know that they paid you.
That's cool.
Okay, so let's check this out. So let's
Files
see
Explorer
here.
3 view index. Menu.
It'll be like $2 or $3
Open
in
to
the
the
App
side
Store.
seat. Open with dot dot dot. To reveal and open and
But you
reveal.
guys should definitely
Files
buy it if you want
flashcards
to.
dash app. The index 1 of 2. Study flow dash expand
Okay,
heading level 1
so
study
let's
flow.
see if we resolve these conflicts, shall we? So let's see.
Intellit for every button help. Tab selected my decks.
Good. So that help modal, remember that's what I made is still here. Okay. So we have that help modal. Remember the modal that we made where it will open it up and it will say welcome and all that stuff?
Mm-hmm.
That's still here. Great. Now
Tab create deck. Tab study mode. Main landmark heading level 2 your studied button add folder.
look at that, Maria. Your folders are here.
Yay.
So that, my friends,
Create
let's
folder
make a
dialog folder name in
test.
TESTIFE. Cancel button.
And we got somebody on Mastodon who's like, man, if I can use flashcards again, you guys are gonna be a superstar. So shout out to Merv on Mastodon. Like I said, if you're watching, that's awesome. And eventually this will become
Well,
an
Merv,
iOS app.
you can thank Claude for helping me get started.
Yep, you can.
Cause
Button.
I've
Study
been
flow
dreaming
for every
like my
intelligent
whole
heading
school
level
life,
1
and then
study
I
flow.
finally,
Tabs Y.
with me being such an AI enthusiast, I
Tab
decided
main
to try
heading level 3
and
test
see
heading
what
level 3 left
Claude
parent.
would
No
do.
folder out of region button add fold region heading 3 cards bullet other.
Maria, I really like your changes, so I'm gonna go ahead and merge them in. There's a couple ARIA regions and things that need to be fixed, but that's fine. Okay, we're not gonna worry about that just yet.
Alright.
So now what we're gonna do? Well, here's the first
Flashcards.
thing.
Index.
We keep changes. So remember, I'm gonna do Control Enter.
Main
Maybe.
landmark. Index.
Yep, there we go.
Less HTML and
Always keep changes if it's good, right? So we're gonna keep changes. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2, we're gonna go to GitHub Desktop, and remember, you're gonna see something hopefully.
Flashcards dash study flow dash command prompt GitHub desktop.
Everything
Alert
goes
all list with
clean.
one item no conflicts remaining.
All conflict. Oh, there's an ARIA alert that I didn't read because I cut it off.
Index.ht out of list heading level 20 conflicted files. All conflicted files have been resolved.
Look at that. All conflicted files have been resolved. That means we have no conflicted files and we were able to fix the issues successfully without any data loss. Okay, so what do we do? Well, we're going to hit
open and command continue merge button.
Continue
unavailable.
merge.
Alert successfully merged into develop. Dismiss this message button. Unavailable. Dialog.
So
clickable.
now we merge stuff into develop, right? So we merge both of our branches into develop. Okay, so that's step 1. Now, here's the other thing too. I'm going to quickly test Maria's changes, make sure that they're production ready. So in this scenario, you should assume that I'm a senior developer, right? I'm Maria's team lead. And I want to make sure that her changes are going to be good and they won't break the code base. But I also want to test them against my changes, right? Because in develop, you test everybody's changes together, right? So you test my changes, you test Maria's changes. Let's say Laurel made some changes. Everybody's changes, once their features are done, you put them in develop. Why? So you can have a clear view of the new changes and how they interact with each other. Because there can be times, let's say that Laurel added something, but it broke Maria's folders. Or let's say I added something, but it broke something on Laurel's end. So you all want to test as everyone in together, and you want to make sure that everything works according to plan so that you don't have any issues. And that's why this develop branch is so important. And this whole workflow that we're using is called Git Flow. It's popularized by Atlassian, which is a very popular company who makes the products like Jira, Trello, and all of the other products that people use in tech companies and beyond. So we've merged conflicts. Might be a new VS Code out. Okay, I have to look at that later. We merged our stuff, right? We have no conflicts. Okay, what do we do? Well, I'm going to quickly test Maria's changes and my changes. I think they're going to go well together. So what's step 3? I, as going to be the team lead, I'm going to be like, okay, this is great. So I'm going to merge my changes and Maria's changes and everybody's changes, remember, into main, right? So let's say I have a 2-week sprint. Okay, this is what we normally do at Techopolis. We have a 2-week sprint. And it's okay, so we're not it's opposite of payday. What does that mean? Doesn't make any sense. But basically, we have a 2-week sprint. Okay, let's say it starts, I think we do ours every other Wednesday. Okay, so that Thursday or whatever, as soon as we approve our changes from last 2 weeks, we'll put them into main branch, we'll push them to production. Okay? That way everything will work together very well. So that's kind of how we do things, and that's how a lot of teams are doing things, so that we make sure that everybody doesn't have any issues later, because we don't want to have bad code in production, because that could mean bad things for users, right? So that's why we do these internal dev workflows. So we've merged into dev, so what do? Well,
application
let's
menu,
see.
menu bar, menu,
So
clickable current branch develop button collapsed.
we're in develop,
Button collapse develop. Button resize and button push origin. Button last fed.
and we
Button
got
push
to
origin.
push now.
Pushing to origin hang on dot dot dot. GitHub desktop document. Button unavailable pushing to origin. Fetching origin hang on dot dot dot. Refreshing repository fast dash forward.
So did you see that little hint there? It literally had a thing there, and Michael taught me this earlier this week. It said push origin. It gives you hints of what to do. So whenever you're going to do something in Git, I would always first fetch. Remember, Control Shift T on Windows, Command Shift T on Mac to fetch changes, and then it will give you some things that it wants you to do. So if there's changes to pull, it might say pull 1. If there's changes to push, it will say push to origin. It will give you little tips and tricks to help you out. Okay? So now, let me merge to main.
Button resize and button fetch origin.
So
Button
remember
clickable
step
button
1.
collapse develop. The branches
I'll
drop
do this
default
because
branch
it's
list.
my,
Main
like,
7 days. Clickable
I
current
approved
branch
it.
develop.
Okay, so step 1, I switch into main.
File sub
Pretty
edit view
important.
sub repository sub menu for branch sub new branch compare to branch merge into current branch
Merge
dot,
into
dot, merge
current
into main
branch.
dialog filter.
So we're merging into the main branch.
Default branch list. Main set recent branches list. Developed 4 minutes ago, comma recent
Merge develop.
resolve conflicts before merge dialog. Your
Uh-oh.
tool button open and command
Guess
line,
what?
comma your tool of choice, comma or close to resolve manually dot.
We have more conflicts. So this is uncommon, but it can actually, this is actually pretty common. We have more conflicts. Didn't I say Git happens, right, in the title? Git happens, okay? Things happen. But don't worry, we're going to fix it. So here's what we're going to do.
List with one item menu button collapsed sub menu file resolution up button open a 2 conflict index.html out of list heading level 2 1 conflicted file.
Why do we have 2 conflicts? Let's see.
List with hook button open and menu button collapsed.
Okay,
Menu
so
sub open with default show and use the modified file from main.
I love
3 of
how
4.
this is literally live. Like, we don't know what we're going to get when she hits buttons, and we're just working through it live. Here we are.
all right, so here's the problem in this case. So we pushed from merge and develop. It's like, hey, you made a ton of changes and we still have this index in main, and it's way different, but it's conflicted. So what are we going to do? Well, in this case, what we're going to actually say, I don't think we have to do a full resolution center thing, meaning we don't have to go through everything and do what we did last time. In this case, what I'm going to actually say is that file resolution options.
Use the modified file from develop 404.
Use the modified file from develop, because remember, develop is the recent changes.
Alert all conflicted files have been resolved.
Okay,
Resolve
so hopefully
conflicts
that will
before
work.
merge dialog out of list button continue merge. Unavailable. Alert successfully merged develop into main. Dismiss this message button.
See, now we merged it. Well, I'm going to make sure everything's still there.
Index. Flashcards.
Right, make sure it's still
Hit
there.
GitHub desktop study flow study. Task 5 C:/users. Study for main 3 cards heading level 3 test.
Okay, so far so
Out of
good.
region man intelligent heading level 1 study flow heading level 1 and for everyone button help.
See, my help is still there, right? So in some instances, you can literally just say, hey, I'm going to merge from the, develop branch if I'm merging into main. Now, I wouldn't do the file resolution, for example, if you're merging into develop from a feature branch. That can be a little more complicated, but if you're merging from a develop to main, then I can most likely say use the the changes from the develop branch, because those are the most recent. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure I have everything
I
there.
have what might be a stupid question.
Okay, hold on just 1 second. I'll answer
Tab
it.
study mode.
I'm just making sure I have everything
Main
there.
landmark heading level 2 your studied button add for region heading out of region D.
Boom, I have folders. Okay, go Laurel.
Would you ever, now that you've done all of that, would you ever check for conflicts one more time just to make sure it says that there's no more? Like the first time, or do you just assume?
I can't check for conflicts unless I'm actually merging, right? There's no check for conflicts.
Okay, so when it's done merging and it says you're good, you don't need to, you know how sometimes when you update stuff, in the updating process, you'll resolve something and it'll say, oh, you're good. But you know that once it's all done, you need to check it one more time. In this case, you're fine. You don't need to.
Right. The only thing I need to do, watch this. So I'll show you again here.
Study index.
That hint in GitHub desktop.
Clickable button collapse current branch.
Let me go back
Button
here.
collapse main. Button resize and button push origin.
Look at that. It said push origin. right? That means, hey, I have some things I need to push. So let's do that. Control Shift, no, sorry, Control P, not Control Shift P. We're not going to pull.
Pushing to origin,
That'd
hang
be
on
very
dot
bad.
dot dot. Fetching
We don't
origin,
want to
hang
pull.
on dot dot dot.
It'd be
Refreshing
extremely
repository
bad.
fast dash forward in branches. Push complete.
If we had to pull, that would be extremely bad. We'd probably have to like remerge everything, and that'd be bad. So we pushed, and now if you look at the hint up top,
Button resize and button fetch origin.
this is fetch origin, saying, okay, hey, here, let's fetch some changes, but there's nothing to be done. No pulls, no pushes, no fetch. Well, there's fetch, but it always will say that there's nothing to be done. Right, but I always like to have fetch changes, especially if I'm working on a repo. You know, let's say that somebody made changes, right? If I'm at lunch or whatever, I always like to fetch changes every so often throughout the day, especially if I know that there's going to be active devs working on the project. So, does that all make sense to everybody? Does anybody have any questions about all of this? I know this was a lot, so I'm willing to answer questions.
Especially Maria, let us know how it's making sense too, since we're working on your app. It makes sense to me. I just asked that question just because if anyone is like me, I like to be overly careful when I'm
Oh, I do
editing.
yeah.
So
This is Francis. Kind of got in a little late. What's the name of the app you're using for all this?
So I'm using a couple of things for GitHub. I'm using the GitHub desktop app, which is free. And then the AI, I'm using GitHub Copilot. And the editor is VS Code or Visual Studio Code.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, good question. And you can always catch up on these later on YouTube.
And Francis, what we're doing, so Maria actually is writing an app. And so as kind of a group project, we're all I'm not working on it yet because I'm still like catching up learning. But I'm watching and I'm learning. But Taylor and Maria and a couple of other people are working on building this app together as a group project inside GitHub. And so if you wanted to help with it or suggest features or do anything, you can talk to Taylor.
Okay. I'll probably have to look at the previous and videos and catch up on it. So
Yeah, the first flashcards video we had was like a 3-hour special, and we got everything set up and we talked about what we were doing. Basically, Maria wants a accessible flashcards app because like Quizlet, it's like a study tool, not very accessible. And
right.
so we're all working on it together. Right now, it's literally just HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. We're not even using anything fancy.
That works.
Yeah. It's a public repo on GitHub.
Yeah, so I just figured, because I know you're probably not the only one who's not been here the last week or two or whatever. So I just thought, for you and anyone else new who's watching, if you're not sure what we're doing, that's what we're doing. And if you want to be part of the project, you absolutely can be. It's meant to be a group project.
Okay. I'll have to look at the previous
Oh, sure. It's no worries. I just wanted you to know so you'd have context to what's happening, what we're doing.
Okay.
But I don't know enough to really do a lot with at least the coding yet. But I've been like helping research features and things like that. And last week I found some cool like add-ons that I don't know that we'll use because we'll have maybe different ways of coding it or whatever. But everybody has a role to play in it, So if you have ideas or things or questions or suggestions or whatever, pipe up. Let us know because you or anyone else. Because like I said, we all have roles to play. So anyway, go ahead, Taylor. I just wanted to chime in with a brief overview of what is going on. But Maria, how is it making sense to you? Or like, do you have any feedback or questions or,
No, it makes sense.
Maria, you sound tired.
It definitely makes sense. I'm pumped.
Are you? Okay. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, y'all, what we have to do, because we really only have one file and we're having issues. So it's big file, right? It's pretty huge. So we need to actually separate all of this into separate components. There's a philosophy in web development. It's called separation of concerns. and it could be applied to other branches of coding as well. But what that means is you're separating your logic, right? Your, JavaScript in this case, from your UI, right? Your HTML and CSS potentially and your styles. You're separating that so it's all not in the same file, right? Because that can be, separations of concerns, right? Making sure that everything is modular and it's usable and is not, hard to maintain. So at this point, we only really have one file. It's the index file, and we really need to start putting things into separate files. So that's the thing I'm going to work on. And the next thing we need to figure out, though, is what other things do we want to add? So we have a lot of features already. But what other things, specifically you, Maria, are there other features that you want to add, like now or coming up?
Um, well, what I'm curious about is how it's actually generating. I think it's using, because I know it has a dictionary of words. But like somehow it's generating decks when you use your like notes. It's somehow generating it on device.
Yeah, I'll look at that. I'll ask Copilot how it's doing it.
Okay, personally, I really want to see the ability to embed YouTube videos into a
Oh
flashcard.
yes, thank you, Laurel. Thank you, thank
And
you,
I
thank
know
you.
I
Thank you.
mentioned an add-on last week, like a free API from YouTube about that. You said there might be other ways of doing it, but
Thank you for
so whatever
reminding me. I
goes,
forgot.
however you want to go about doing it, do it. Like
Thank you.
there
Thank
is a
you. Thank
free
you. Thank you.
YouTube API, and I don't remember the name of it right now, but I
The
know we
YouTube
mentioned
Data
it last
AI,
week.
YouTube Data API v3. I'm using it for the chat app.
Yep, and you mentioned there might be other ways of coding it in there too. But
There
and I'm
is.
not talking about I just want a link to the video where it would open up the Safari. No, I either want to see one of two things. I either want the video to play inside of the flashcard, or I want the ability to immediately have it open up the YouTube app itself to play the video, and then I can just app switcher back over to the flashcard. Either or would be fine, but I absolutely want the ability. I'm thinking about this for language learning purposes. I absolutely want the ability to have the YouTube video either, like I said, embedded into the flashcard itself, or the ability to double tap on the video and have it open up inside the YouTube app. You know what I mean?
So that's great. So here's what we're gonna do,
So if,
Maria.
if nobody
sorry.
else has an immediate idea, I am going to throw that out there.
Thank you, Laurel. I totally forgot last week, so thank you for reminding me that. Maria, are you at your computer right now? What are you up to?
Hold on, let me get on.
Because what I'm gonna have you do is, do you want to take on the task of putting things in separate components?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, and then I will work on it could be a little bit more complex and integrationally challenging. Potentially. I don't think it will be the YouTube stuff. So what we'll do is we'll make separate branches, right? We could have conflicts because of the merging, but we'll figure that out. So I'll make a branch called feature dash embed YouTube in flashcards, and then you could make like probably not a feature, but remember the bug fix is like a hot fix, right?
Well,
And
so
you
I don't know, Laura, because you could also even because I was thinking on making like the decks speak either way.
the speaking will come in the iOS app,
Oh
Maria, because
yeah,
it's all free.
Well, I'm thinking even if the decks do speak, it's great to have the YouTube integration option in case somebody doesn't want to have to like record or do things their own selves, or like if you want to match it to a video.
yeah. I mean, because yeah, that would be cool. I just don't know, like people probably won't have YouTube videos, but I think that's like
No, I mean, like, I'll give you an example. Okay, I'm learning Hawaiian. Okay, so what if I'm making flashcard cards for myself, but I find a video with somebody natively pronouncing a word. I would love to have that video linked to my flashcard, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of other examples too, like you could say any other language. You know, if you're learning Finnish or Russian or Arabic or whatever, or Chinese, or name a language. And what if you don't have Apple to have the ability to speak something right then, or maybe in a dialect, or maybe in a way that maybe you don't like what Apple's producing, and you don't even need to record your own video. You just find one where a native speaker is saying it, and you know you want to link to it or whatever. Well, then that would be a reason. Or if you're learning, let's say you're learning math, because a lot of people use flashcards to do high school or college math. Well, what if you are wanting to reference in your flashcards a YouTube video of somebody explaining a theory or a problem or solving something that you could reference if you try to do it yourself, but you can't, and you need a reference study material to help yourself remember the flashcard? You know, you could link it. Or even code, you know? Like I said, you don't have to even have your own YouTube video. It's more about like, depending on, because like lots of people have different learning styles, right? So somebody might deep dive and find something on YouTube that just makes a flashcard so much more helpful, and will want to make sure that they can reference that every time they look at the flashcard if they want to, you know? So it could be a lot of things. There could be a lot of reasons why you would want to have YouTube, even without making videos yourself. There could be a lot of reasons why you'd want to have YouTube. Or even maybe you have an audio file that's on YouTube that you match to that's unlisted, or like I said, there could be a lot of reasons, you know?
Hold on. I'm actually a. Oh, I gotta be careful the language I'm using on YouTube. I'm absolutely a dummy. So you can actually use the system TTS voices on the web from Windows or Mac, and you'll actually get the system TTS voices. So you can also have them speak. And then remember, it doesn't always have to be YouTube as well, because what I'm hoping is that if somebody pastes a Google Drive or a Dropbox link, it could be able to parse it as well.
Yeah.
Right, sure. I mean, any kind of link like that
Any
would be
kind of
great.
link, yes.
I was just thinking about YouTube as like the starting point of like,
Yes,
hey,
YouTube is starting point.
I want to
Yes.
see this, you know?
Yes, that's fine. So YouTube is starting point. So Maria, let me know when you're on. Are you on the computer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So do you remember how to create a new branch?
Well, I'm gonna go pull your stuff real quick.
Oh, good idea. Yep. See, I was trying to make sure that you remember it. I was like,
Also, question for you guys. I've already been thinking about names.
yeah.
What do you guys think of either a Spark deck, Ember deck, or Wyvern deck? Because I love dragons. So that's why I said
I love
Wyvern.
Spark Deck because it also makes you think a spark of learning or a spark
I
of
like Spark Deck.
curiosity. I love Spark Deck.
I like Spark Deck. So that's gonna be another thing we have to rename. It's like instead of Study Flow, Spark Deck. We're gonna have to. What does
Spark
everybody
deck.
else in the group think? That goes for you, chat on YouTube.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Someone on Mastodon said Ember deck.
Oh, did they?
Mm-hmm.
On your Mastodon or whose Mastodon?
My Mastodon.
Dude, we should totally have a poll and have people vote.
I did, but no one's responding to it.
Oh, I didn't see
Sorry,
it.
I'm not a huge Mastodon user yet.
Well, here, I'll pull chat. I have a poll feature. Hold on 1 minute. Okay. And by the way, this chat app that I made is like super reliable. There's a bug I found with it, but I'll have to fix it later. But it's super reliable. So yeah, chat, let us know. But I think until then, Maria, do you want to work on the refactoring portion of this?
Yeah.
Once you pull my changes? But merge conflicts do not have to be daunting, folks. They don't. You just have to know how to
All right,
handle
I
them.
should have the changes now because I just pulled.
Okay? Does it say anything up top, like, or does it say fetch? What does it say?
Mm. I don't think it has anything. Well,
Like,
it says fetch origin last fetch just now, but
good, you're good. You don't have anything to do. Whenever it says fetch, you're good to go, Maria. That means you just fetch if you need to refresh anything.
oh, okay. I was gonna say plus it usually fetches anyway when you pull.
Yeah, it should, yeah. So, do you want to create, you can create a branch from develop, probably.
From develop, okay.
Yeah, because remember we are using the develop at this point.
Oh, I am in develop. Okay.
Good, you can, yeah, create a new branch from that. And we did push to production for main, but we're not pushing these, obviously, because we're still working on changes.
Where is that new branch button?
It's in the branch. You can either go to the branch menu or that. Remember, it's a
No, I
second
know. I
button.
just passed it
Button,
in the
button, fetch
menu.
origin.
Okay.
I
Button
hate that.
resize and clickable.
So
Button
I'm gonna
collapse
create a new
main.
branch as well.
Button collapse main.
We go switch
Branches,
to
default
develop.
branch list. Main 18-minute recent branches list. Developed 24 minutes ago.
So
Comment.
then I call it feature 2, right? Not
No,
feature 2, but do I put like feature slash?
feature slash. Remember, hold on. Feature slash something like, either like refactor or like refactor code, like something to say, basically put things in separate files, right? So, making code more maintainable or something. But actually, that's technically not a feature. That should actually be like a hot fix, which is called like a bug in a sense, right? Because we got a lot of code that needs to be refactored.
Oh, so should I put like hotfix then? Or what?
Yeah, hotfix means it's like a bug or an issue that has to be fixed. So
And is that
hotfix,
one word or two?
it's just one.
One? Okay.
Hotfix, yeah. So let me know when yeah, and then you can work on your changes. I'll work on mine.
Alrighty. And
While you're doing that, more feature ideas are hitting my brain.
Oh, well, Laurel, you can start writing things down and like either put it in the repo or like send it to us in chat or whatever. We could,
Developed 26 minutes ago.
we're gonna
Recent
eventually
branch.
make a PRD with the new features and for the
I don't know
iOS app.
what's a PRD? I don't even know.
A product
product
requirement
requirement
document.
document.
There you go, Maria. Yeah.
Okay. Look, all these technical terms, we almost need to make a cheat sheet for newcomers who aren't like coding experts, you know?
We can figure that. Well, hey, we can make a flashcard deck.
Okay, so I will write this down. I'm going to start researching how we can implement it. And so, because I know that we have to end a little early today, but I'll start figuring out, like, for next time, how to tell you guys what I found.
Okay.
I'll research it, but I'm thinking we need to make it where people can collaborate on flash decks or share their flash decks with
Oh
others.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's one of my main features.
Yeah, or like, where multiple people can contribute or share to social media.
Because Quizlet can do
Okay.
that, so I want mine to be able to do that as
Okay,
well.
so next, how about this? Next week. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna look up some options. I think we can use Netlify, which is like a free hosting thing for like static websites like this. Netlify, like, I mean, well, we're gonna have to add account authentication and things. I don't know that we can. I'll have to look that up. That might be something that we will handle, but we will be able to add collaboration somehow.
Yeah,
I don't
we'll
think
figure
we'll
it
be
out.
able to do Apple or Google right away, but at least we could just do username and password and then continue.
We'll figure it out.
Apple and Google require special credentials.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yes, we can make this and host this all for free.
There you go.
We don't have to pay a single dime.
Because I can use what's it called? The new one you found. Oh, what's it called?
What are you talking about? New one I found. New what? Neon? Netlify? What are you talking about?
Neon? Or was
Like,
there,
yes, Neon.
wasn't
I
it?
can
I
host it
don't
on
know if that's
Neon,
what you
right?
were thinking of, but that's the one
Neon
thing
is
that
the
came to my
database
mind.
host, yes. And we're
Yeah.
using that right now for Techopolis, and it's amazing. You can actually
Yeah.
go sign up in it with an account if you want to, like this week, Maria. It's amazing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could we can use that to host my app too.
We can. And we should use that.
Yeah.
But that only hosts the database. Remember, that doesn't
Right.
host everything.
Oh yeah.
And then we could probably use Neon Auth. I haven't looked into it, but we could probably use that because that comes for free, I think. Have to look into it. Or if we can't use that, we'll use Firebase Auth, which is Google. But there's a lot of different ways that we can handle this. But yes, we can work on that in the coming weeks. And then when it comes to iOS, we could just all integrate this into iOS, right? So we'll have to figure out because you don't have you don't have a Mac, Maria. So we'll have to figure out that how to do that because a lot like this project will probably require Xcode, but you can't run that. So we'll have to figure out how we're gonna handle that.
Yeah, literally all I have is an iPad 8th generation. So
We'll have to figure that out somehow.
yeah.
Okay, this could be a stupid question, but my immediate thought is, can she remote into someone else's Mac to run
No,
Xcode when need to?
I don't think that will work because again, there's like privacy permissions that we have to create an account on her Mac, my Mac plus or whoever
I mean, it
Mac
was just a random idea, you know.
plus like obviously mine has confidential information on it for all the
Sure.
development teams for Techopolis. So I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, I would love to do that, but I don't think that's a good idea.
It was just a random idea I had.
No, it's a great idea, but I don't think that's gonna work.
I wonder if somebody else, like if a spare. Okay, this is
Yes.
probably. Let me marinate on this for a second. Is there any iPad that can run Xcode?
No,
Okay, so it
iPads
has to be a
cannot run
Mac.
Xcode.
If somebody had a spare Mac, could the spare Mac be set up to be a remote login device for that?
Yes, it could.
I'll marinate on that idea. Hold on, I'll marinate.
And Laurel, do you have Macs that that are donated?
Do I have what?
Do you have Macs in your stash that could be that are donated?
I don't have a Mac. I have an iMac, but I'm not sure if that's ready yet. I don't, or how old it
I was
is, or
just
if it.
curious what you had.
Yeah, I don't have as many Macs as I have PC. I don't know. I'll have to look.
Let me know. Anyway, we'll figure that out later. We don't have to worry about that for at least a few months yet. So here's what we're gonna do.
31 minutes ago, recent.
Maria, have you created your branch yet?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to get too ahead of you, so I'm gonna create my stuff, and then I'm gonna keep working on this YouTube thing. But yes, we will be able to embed and like collaborate, which will be amazing. But yeah, we could actually have a coding cheat sheet thing where basically it'll have a whole bunch of terms about coding and things. And then I also want to have a quiz mode too, where like I can make practice questions and things.
It does
like,
have a quiz mode.
Oh,
but
does it?
Yeah.
Does it work?
I can't. I think it does. We'll have to test it. I can't remember, but
Yeah,
it does
I
have
thought
a
I
quiz
saw
mode.
it, but it didn't work. Maybe I'll have to look at it again. There's so many features that we were working on.
Yeah, it does have a quiz mode.
Awesome.
So this is Francis. I was just gonna say, on your computer, you can create another account
I can.
specifically for doing that kind of stuff you're talking about, and that would keep others from actually just looking at your stuff. But it's just gonna be specifically for what you're doing.
I'd have to add another copy of Xcode, which Xcode is huge on my
That is
Mac.
true.
And like I said, my Mac is well, it's not a work Mac, but it's used for Techopolis, so I can't really do that. I
Right.
can't for
Sure.
Techopolis law. Yeah. Law.
Maria, how much are you gonna need a Mac for school, ultimately?
Yeah, I'd switch to a Mac. I was hoping to do that this go around, but I don't have the money to. I barely have the money.
Is one
for
going to
this
be
one.
required for your degree? Is one going to be required for school for you?
I don't think so, but I don't know.
Potential artificial intelligence, Maria.
Maybe.
Because remember, if you're going to be dealing with a lot of things, like some packages of things, like if you're going to be dealing with a lot of things, it could be required on Mac. So
Yeah.
Laurel potentially, I don't know what her course curriculum looks like, but if she wants to advance in the field of iOS development, then absolutely 100 million% yes.
Okay, send me a message privately, Maria, would you? Like on Facebook or somewhere?
Yeah.
And Laurel, the maximum requirements or minimum, it must be able to run the newest OS. That's really all it requires. Even if
Right,
it's like an
I
M1
got
or
you.
M.
So, Maria, just send me a message. So here's the thing, guys. If you guys are listening, if you really need help with technology and you are blind and visually impaired and can't afford it, you can apply for tech assistance through our foundation. It's one of the things we do.
Yep.
Now, we do have, like, I don't want to sidetrack the entire discussion, so we do
No,
have an
that's
application
fine.
process. You have to meet some minimal requirements. Now, that's not necessarily a hard set thing. It's hard to explain. It's basically like, if you make $100,000 and you've got lots of disposable income, like we don't just hand out Macs or iPhones or PCs like candy, right?
No, well,
It's case by
obviously.
case. We got to make sure you qualify. And Maria, in the interest of being totally objective, I can't show favoritism, obviously. But there's a chance that you might qualify. We have a committee, okay? It's not just me that decides it. There's a chance you'll qualify. I don't want to promise you anything because I need to work with you on finding that out. But send me a message and I can send you our application and we can at least start that process. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, I think you will. I don't want to say for sure because obviously, like that's the thing is like I can't just. You're my friend. I can't just hand out anything to people I know. You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be
Oh yeah.
an objective process. But I do want
It's
to
like
look at
it's
it
like
with
me
you if you're
give for
interested
my
and see
future
if we can help you.
consultancy, like giving like
What's
stuff
that?
for free. I was just saying it's kind of like me with my future AI consultancy, like, you know, just giving stuff, for free to my friends or whatever. So I get it.
Exactly. So look, like I think you might qualify,
I
and
should.
I
Um,
think, and I don't know for sure, but I'd like to explore that possibility with you. So send me a message, all right?
And
yeah.
like Laurel, for your context again, I'm not trying to sidetrack the whole conversation. I've known Maria for like years, so
Oh, I know. I'm just look like when
I
I
know. I
publicly talk
understand what you're
about
saying.
it. When I publicly talk about it, I just have to make sure people
Of
understand. Like,
course.
it's not just a hey, I know you, so I'm gonna help you with the foundation
Honestly,
thing. It's
Taylor, if you have Laura's phone number, you can send her mine. That way,
I
sure.
I
will.
check text
I will do
more.
that.
Do it, do it. I just want to talk when I'm talking publicly or on live stream in such a way that people know that, it's not
Got
just
it.
a, hey, we give stuff to friends thing. It's, hey, there is an application process. It's not hard and it doesn't necessarily take, rocket science to qualify for aid, but like we do have a uniform process, so we have to follow that process no matter
Developed
what.
36 minutes ago.
But,
User
with that
permission.
said, I want Maria to know, like, hey, I invite you to apply because there is a chance you might qualify. So, and anybody else, if you're interested in having that conversation with me, reach out to Laurel Wheeler Foundation at gmail.com and you can have that conversation with me, okay? I'm willing. All I'm really saying is, in order to make sure our foundation is always fair, we've got to have an application
Of
process.
course.
But contact me about it. And Maria, I'll get your phone number from Taylor and I'll
Yeah,
talk
I'll
to you,
send it to.
okay?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anyway, back to our main topic. I just wanted, I mean, you never know. There may well be people listening who are trying to, learn coding professionally or who are college students who may have a barrier. I don't know. So,
Maria, I'm just curious. Where's your dream employer? Like, if you could work for anybody, who would you work for?
I don't know. I'd love to
Just
work.
curious.
I don't know. Anthropic would be kind of cool, but like, uh,
Yeah, you need
I,
like a PhD probably to get in there because that's like a
oh
lot of work.
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying with any of the big companies. Like I said, I might have to just freelance it or like start my own gig because I don't know.
But yeah, I was just curious, like, if you could work for anybody, because I was like, anyway. So let me get started
Default
here.
Dude,
graph user defined
I
time.
totally like love to work for Michael too, but
Well, I mean,
but yeah, I might have
if we
to.
could get more clients, I would love to.
Yeah.
So that goes for anybody on the YouTube. If you guys want us to grow, you guys know what to do. And if you guys, our app business is also growing, so you guys know what to do. Buy our apps because we're gonna have a lot. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that later. We're gonna have a lot of apps coming up for iOS 26, and Techopolis right now is going crazy. Our Perspective AT app, everybody's been talking about all summer,
Oh, I'm
is
excited for that
is
one.
coming to beta soon. Whenever Apple can accept test flights, it's coming. So you guys should definitely test it. There's gonna be a one-time in-app purchase. Remember, it's gonna be like, I don't know, $3 or $4 that will unlock what I call like the power pack, where you can get more commands and more things. But you don't pay for anything else, right? Of course, you can like send us money through like a tip jar if you want to, but you don't, you don't have to pay for anything else. It'll just be one time.
And we might do that for this flashcards app too, maybe. We'll see.
Oh yeah, I mean, we have a system. It's called Revenue Cat, and that helps us deal with monetization. And of course, at that point, like Techopolis would take some. We all have to divvy it up, but I mean, still, we could do that.
Yeah.
Techopolis is the merchant. Like, so on the app, you'll see Techopolis as the developer, but it means the same thing, because what we do on the about screen in the description is we say made by the following: Mary Reyes, Taylor, Laura. Like, we have a whole list. Like, it's contributors. That way, people know who made the app. So anyway, let me get started
Feature
here.
dash fix dash develop 39
I'm
feature
gonna
dash develop
develop,
clickable
switch to
clickable button collapse
And then I'm gonna go to
branches
branch,
new branch button create a branch dot
feature.
FEATURE dash
I did dash, that's fine.
A
Add
D D space will be Y O
YouTube.
U B E will be E B U T U O will be Y will be O U U O D D space will be created I D E O space will be created as feature dash add dash I M will be I will I N will be N M D E D S space will be created as feature dash add dash video dash embeds dash embed blank O S A S H will C will be create R will be D S will be flat on embeds.
There we
Dialog
go.
create alerts clickable button collapse current branch button collapsed feature dash add dash video dash embeds dash on dash flashcards.
See, I made a branch, right? We always do. I'm gonna privatize, really?
Button resize handle.
Publicize it.
Button publish
Wow,
branch.
it's been a long day.
Pushing
It's already
towards
not
and
even
hang on
started yet.
button unavailable but clickable but E.
See, that's the thing. I really get into the swing of things, and I really like this stuff. So then I'm gonna start coding, and Maria's probably coding in the background. And when we're both done, once I'm done, or she's done, we'll merge everything in. I'll probably have her merge first. That way, if there's conflicts, I can resolve them, right? That way, this time, and then maybe eventually she could do it as well. But I want to make sure that we're all comfortable with conflicts, because it can be a little daunting. So let me show you what we do here.
Flashcard get study flow dash index.html dash flash index.
Am I in the whole folder? I don't think so.
Files explored
Oh, I am.
readme.index.html main landmark.
So let me close the index file,
Agent.
and I'm gonna say we are wanting
space
a way
space W-E-R space P-E-O-P-L-E C-A-S space
can add
S-H-C-A-R-D-S-L-I-E space O-U-T-U-B-E space A-S-P-A-C-A-R-D space A-P-O-P-L-E A-C-A-N-W-W-A-T space T-H-V-I-D-E-O-S space.
Watch the videos.
S-T-A-H-C-A-R-D-S space T-E-S-S-E-L-F space A-O-U-T space A-V-I-G space O-S-P-E-V-E dot space.
Without having to leave.
Dot leave dot dot.
Yeah, basically, and eventually Google Dropbox, OneDrive, and more file.
Service dot space R-E-N-E-B-E-R space M-U-S-T space B-E space double C-H space A-C-C-E-S-S-I-L-E. Accessible. Genre.
There we go.
All right. Let's see.
Progress.
So I'm gonna say
Progress.
I would like to. Should I just tell it? It knows what refactor my code means, right?
Yeah. So basically, I like to have each component in its own file, so it's clean and refactored, something like that.
Okay.
It knows refactoring. Refactoring is a technical term. Again, once we can collaborate on decks, I will make a flashcards deck, and then we'll be able to share it with people.
Progress.
That
Yeah.
will be a very awesome day.
Because you potentially,
Progress.
know, what would be cool is if actually schools started using this app.
Progress.
That'd be
So
amazing.
yeah, that way they can share it with their students. And like let's say a teacher already has a deck made, right?
Yeah.
So
And if this gets,
Working
here's the thing,
Working
if it gets like
Progress.
far enough, we can use this for the
Progress.
Apple app development class. Like I can make a deck and then I can post it in Google Classroom. People can use it.
yeah, like I said, I really want this to get big and
Progress.
rival Quizlet since this is more
Quizlet's not
accessible.
accessible. Yeah.
Graph display current card
gonna
left
be
parent right
accessible.
parent graph left parent graph / index.html graph right parent.
I really
Working
like this
dot dot
idea.
Progress.
And then we can have like a donate button that will use Stripe.
Progress.
Yep.
But if there are like donations,
Working
then we
dot
could
dot
like divvy it
Progress.
out to
Working
like
dot dot
whoever.
Progress.
But Maria, do you want us to have the Netlify account as Techopolis,
Progress.
or do you want to have it yourself?
What is that for again? The YouTube.
Netlify is
dot
probably going to be the
Progress.
host that we use, like the backend. So if you go to like
Progress.
SparkDeck dot whatever, that'll be the host.
Oh, for the back end.
Not the database, but yeah, the whole like.
Oh yeah, the whole back end, right?
Yeah.
Other than the database.
Dot dot
What would be better if
Working dot dot
I don't know. I
Working
mean,
dot
the
dot
project is in your
Working
name,
dot
but
dot
if you want us to
Progress.
have that, I mean,
Working
depends.
dot dot
You know,
Progress.
the advantage of you having it is that you have control because you're the project
Progress.
owner. Techopolis is mainly just the bridge to helping you get things in the App Store or other things.
Progress.
I can create the account? I don't mind. I mean,
Okay, sounds like a plan. Then I'll tell you. I'm gonna create
yeah,
one
just
myself.
send me
so
like the website or whatever.
I
that
will.
have to get to.
Yeah, and then we'll work on that probably like in the next couple weeks. We'll deploy it, right? Because like there's a lot of people on Mastodon who want to use it. Next week we'll look at Neon and we'll finish up some other features. I mean, we're like I said, and then we'll keep growing it, right? And then we'll have.
Go ahead and test the quiz mode because there is a quiz
Oh,
mode.
I will. I will. I'll test it. But this is really exciting, and if we get far enough, we can, like I said, share it with people for the Swift UI class, so that way people can be able to look at the flashcards and be able to study for the class. So I made some changes. Let's see how it works.
Flashcards -app -5 GitHub desktop stud command prompt.
Oops.
If flash GitHub study flow
Okay.
C:/users main app study mode tab create app main
Alright,
button add
so
folder region heading level 3 test 3 car move deck test to folder combo box collapse button study this button delete heading level 3 testing 1 card move deck buttons button delete
okay,
button
here we
study
go.
3 heading left out of region button add folder heading left app stud tab create the app select app
Create
selected switch to apps the main deck main
I'm gonna call
landmark
this
TESTIG category combo box biology collab chemistry phys math history other
other
folder combo box left pair testing auto generate from notes button create manually
I'm gonna create
card left
manually.
parent question or term out of edit optional media URL left parent YouTube link Google Drive right parent.
Look at that optional media URL.
Aha.
Look at that, folks. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go on YouTube. YouTube, Swift, variables,
filter main clickable how to use variables and
I gotta be careful because I can't play it on YouTube. I don't want to get
play the menu button play
copyright, so I gotta be careful.
study
So
because
you can't really play
front of
things here.
optional media URL
Optional media URL.
blank, add this card button back front of card left.
Hold on. Hold on. There's something up with chat. Wonder why that took so long to enter the chat. I was saying like from 9:20 or 9:26. It just literally the chat was set at 9:17. I'll have to look at that why it's taking so long. Okay.
Blank. Back of card left parent. Answer. Front of Blank. S double I F
Let's
F I
see.
double S T E S E. Back of card left parent. Answer or definition right parent. Colon. Edit multi T E S T I N G.
Okay.
Optional media. Add this card button. Front of card left parent. Quest out of button pre front edit multi line example colon. What is Matos out of edit H provide a left button heading level 3 cards preview card 1. Button remove. Front colon. Test back colon. Test button preview media. Button save deck.
Look at that preview
Button
media.
preview card 1 media button alert watch video button close. Button close. Button close. Card 1
That
media
is
link
cool.
video player 1 link watch video
Uh-oh.
error 153. Link YouTube video play out of region viewing media colon. H
Oh dear.
card copy the
Error
banner land command
153.
index
Okay, hold
index
on.
dot 8 tool chat input left pair I G O space E R R O space 1 5 3 space W E S space T R Y I H T O space R E V I E E D I S E E S S E A R C H T E space G O O G H D O C U E N T A T I O S space T O S I G R E W A A T S G O I H O N dot space Club blank chat request
That was awesome. Error 153. I don't know what that is. I'll
progress
just figure it out.
I don't either.
Maybe it's because it won't support embedding. I mean, yes, I
progress
can use the API, but that just adds complexity that we don't need. But if I
progress
have to, I will. Or I'm not opposed to it. I just would rather keep things
progress
simple if I can.
progress
All right.
working dot
So
dot
let's
dot
see if I can fix this.
All right, go get it.
Error
Coco.
153, according to the Amazon device, says is
Edit
your
form.
file,
Progress.
your device has
Working dot
failed to
dot.
give
Summarizing
permission to the
conversation.
file.
Progress.
Oh, good to know. Well, thank you so much for letting me know that.
Progress.
So
The,
it's fixing
our
it.
co-pilot's working in tandem. It's a progress at the same
Progress.
time.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love that. I love this.
So yeah,
Progress.
I may have to use the API again. That will add complexity, but that will be fine. I can do that.
Progress.
I used it the other day for chats, or like yesterday. I guess speaking of chats, I gotta figure out what's up
Progress.
with the chat. All right.
Progress.
Wonder why it's like.
Progress. Progress.
That's weird. I'll have to fix that before my next stream.
Progress.
But see, this is why I test, right?
Progress.
But sometimes maybe I missed the other chat. Hold on.
Progress. Progress.
Let me try the chat up a little bit more.
Progress.
Maybe my phone was locked. And it just
Working dot dot dot. Progress.
I gotta fix a couple bugs with it. But you know what? It works pretty well.
Progress.
All right, so I'm keeping. It's still working. Still trying to fix it. I think it can fix it
Progress.
though. But if I
Working
have
dot
to
dot
use
dot.
API, I will. But that will add more complexities to the project. But it does not mean it can't be done. I'll just have to do that off of the session
Progress.
because, well, we don't want API keys, and that's a whole other thing. Like, how are you going to secure them?
Progress.
Well, you can use a .env file, which is like a
Progress.
hidden file, right? An environment file. And then you can use a .gitignore,
Progress.
which basically ignores it from Git so that it doesn't leak on the web, right? Because you don't want your
Progress.
API keys on the web. That's a not great way to handle it.
Progress.
There's like secrets managers and other things, but those are paid.
Yeah.
But I'll have to look at that.
I don't know. It would be kind of fun though. That would be kind of cool if we had like GPT-5 as a study
Dot dot.
buddy.
Working dot dot dot. Progress.
See,
Working
that
dot
would
dot dot.
include that would be more
But that would be
API
like
cost.
Progress.
that would be a API.
Yeah, but see, on the
Progress.
if you're on the iOS app, you can be able to use
Progress.
foundation models, and that's all free as a study buddy.
Yes,
Progress.
I think that would be cool.
/what /outcome colon. I tick LL at the end of index.html around the media helper function so I can modify them to use the YouTube iframe API and add error
Oh.
handlings.
Okay, let's see if
Command
it works
prompt.
now.
It's study flow dash accessible. File seek.
YouTube.
Study flow dash accept for everyone button help. Tab selected my decks. Mainland left parent test heading level testing no next heading. One cards bullet other. Move to full move deck button study button delete. Button stud left parent button flip card. Button unavailable button end study set button end stud button unavailable
Hold a
button
minute.
button unavailable button card
Hold
1 of
on.
1 comma card 1 of 1. button card 1 of 1 comma showing front flip to back colon button unavailable previous button card 1 of 1 comma showing back dot testing dot
Wait a
press
minute.
space or enter to study session and out of region
Let me
tab
go
create
back
deck
here.
tab study main button region heading 3 move deck button delete button study is button heading level 3 testing 1 cards move to folder move deck button study is button delete button
Yeah,
move
let's
deck
see.
test move to folder colon 1 cards bullet other heading level 3 test
I guess I can't
study
edit.
is deck
Hang on.
button delete button
Hold on.
delete
Wait a minute.
button study is
It
started
won't work
studying
in study
button
mode.
unavailable
Hold
preview
on.
button card 1 of 1 button card 1 of 1 flip to back call button unavailable previous
Okay, so I have
card
to fix it. It won't work in study mode. Let me fix that because I need it to work in study mode. And then I could have it like, so the back. Do you want the media show on the front or the back, Maria? In study mode. Because the front's the question, the back is the answer.
Probably the back, since that would be the answer.
Let's do that.
study session
Yeah.
command index
All right,
tool
so
chat input left pair O P E A S E space O space A V E T H E D I space O N space A space D A space O S space E C C E E A space C A R space S T U D spam O D E dot chat request
okay.
progress
Pretty simple. I have the in
Yeah,
study
my
mode.
Copilot's still working.
Oh man, that's a long task though to refactor everything.
progress
Yeah.
We probably will have huge merge conflicts, but that's fine. We can handle that.
progress
I'm pretty good
Yeah,
at that,
we will.
especially with AI.
progress progress
Because I just told it, I'm like, look, I want all my
progress
code
working
just to be
dot
in separate files / components.
progress
So that way my code is refactored and cleaned up.
progress I will update display current card and index.html to embed media on the back of cards and
All right, so we all have
command
15
prompt
minutes
it's
before we really want to start thinking about
study
being done because of the Apple event. So
file
we'll
study
be
flow
able to
dash
at least get
accessible
some of
main
this.
button add folder
Might be able to merge my changes, or maybe not, or we'll have to wait till next week and we'll merge changes.
reach heading
All
left
right.
3 move to full move to button study this deck button heading 1 move button delete
Oh,
button study this
did
deck
that not
started
work?
studying
Hold on.
quote button unavailable
Let's see.
button card 1 of heading level 2 study card 1 of 1 button card 1 of 1 flip to back button unavailable preview button card 1 of 1 comma card 1 heading level 2 card button unavailable
Hold
study
on.
session out
I
of
think I
region
broke
button add
something.
folder region heading level 3
Wait a
test
minute.
3 cards full move to full move buttons button delete heading level 3 test 1 cards bullet other move deck button stop button delete
Oh, hold on a minute.
out of
Wait a
region
minute.
main
Maybe
landmark
I.
years button region heading level 3 test 3 cards bullet other heading out of heading level 2 year study deck tab study mode tab create deck tab selected my
My
decks switch
decks.
to deck tab study main button add folder region heading level
Folder.
3 left parent no folder right parent heading level 3 test 3 cards move deck buttons button delete heading level 3 testing 1 card move buttons button delete
I should not have created a folder because it doesn't show the folder. There's a issues with folders. I'll have to fix that, but it's fine. We can.
What's the issue?
Oh, I don't see the decks. The like if there's a deck in a folder, I don't see that deck.
If it's in a folder?
Yeah.
So for me, what it did is it'll tell you the heading. So we're gonna have to fix it though. But for me, it tells me that okay, so I have a deck called test, right? And it'll say something, I don't remember the exact wording, but it said something like test heading and then folder test.
I'll have to let me
Something
look
to
at it
that
again.
effect. Yeah. Okay, my Copilot's done working.
So test it.
Button study this deck. Move to 1 heading button delete. Button move to 3 cards heading level 3 test. Heading level 3 left parent. No folder right parent. Out of region button add folder. Heading level 2 your study decks. Tab study mode. Tab create deck. Tab selected my
Hold
decks.
on.
Banner landmark button help. For everyone intelligent heading level 1 study flow. Main
Okay, wait a
left
minute.
parent. No folder right parent.
Hold
Heading
on.
level 3 test.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
Command
I'm gonna create a new deck real quick without a folder.
AOUTUBE space .FT space EUTORIAL space VARIALE at google.com filter make clickable how to use variables and how to use the blank click of seek clickable button K pause left
We
The
really
speed
want.
and efficiency of
Hey,
clickable find the
then we'll really
how
want to
to
get going soon because we want to make sure that.
study flow dash accessible
But
flash
I'll
3
test this real
heading
quick
level
and
3
then
left
I'll
out of region banner help button main landmark add folder button
create deck.
Banner land and for every button L. Tab selected. Tab create deck selected. Switch to tabs main deck name quantity.g main landmark deck name TES space OOF EDA category combo kemp mat other folder combo box auto dash generate from folder combo box left parent no auto create manually button front of card left parent question or term right pair WASWIFT back of card left pair ESSE optional media URL left pair JEJ blank add this card button front of card left parent quest out of edit multi add this remove but review me save deck button
Oh,
switch to deck
I
tab
think I'm
study flow button
you
delete
know what?
out of
I
region
think I
banner main
forgot to save
landmark
the
your
deck.
button
Hold
region
on.
heading level 3 test heading level 3 left
Wait a
parent
minute.
no folder right pair heading 3 cards will move button delete heading level 3 testing media heading
Here we
level
go.
1 move button delete button study is started
Delete
study
and
and quote button on button flip card flip to back alert button unavailable next card button flip card button unavailable button card 1 of 1 heading level 2 study mode card 1 of 1 button card 1 of 1 comma showing back dot testing dot press space or enter to flip dot button unavailable previous card button flip
Okay, so I'm in the file tree view, right?
yeah.
I do see it. It looks like it did a app.js, index.html, readme, and then styles.css. So
That's fine. That's better than what we had. Let me test
that's
this
what
real
it
quick.
has.
available next card button end study session button end study set button unavailable
not
button
good.
card 1 of card 1 hide media button expanded
Hide
previous
media.
card button unavailable flip
Where's
card
media?
button unavailable button card 1 of 1 heading level 2 watch visit YouTube to search for more video tab selected study mode
Wait a minute.
watch video hide media button watch video on YouTube link tab create deck tab main card
Hello.
button
What's
card button on a
the
button flip
words?
card button end study session button flip button card heading level 2 tab select tab my deck banner landmark for everyone dot
Hold on.
main
And
landmark
we're
T
also creating the Perspective Voices app as well, where you can be able to take spoken or take text and put it into audio. And you could potentially make an audio file with like something to be read, and we could have it like read with the app, and have it export too with audio file.
card button
That's
card
not gonna work.
flip card button
Okay.
visit watch video on YouTube link button unavailable previous button flip card
Okay, so that's not accessible. So let me. So it's still not working. Hold on. Let me just copy all of this. Oh, we didn't want to do that.
open tab
Hold on.
visit flip card end study session button study copy how to
Okay,
use
so
variable
still.
command prompt study flashcards dash app dash file github desktop index.html toolbox chat input left space sti space SPELLETTIE W A T H T T C A space V D E O dot space E A R C H A W space S E space C A S space D I space I O space dot A space O U T space Y O U T U B E space A P I dot S E E S set blank chat request set
I don't know if I could do this, but we'll see.
progress
If I can't, I'll have to add an API key.
progress
Well, yeah, we probably better get going soon, so I'll just try to finish this up,
progress
and then we'll have to merge next week. But at least we're in our feature branches, and then we'll
progress
test everything and develop. We'll merge, and then we'll look at Neon next week.
progress
I mean, there's a lot of things we still need to fix,
working dot
but at
fetching
least it'll
for
be
resources
So
dot
do you
progress
want me to merge these?
merge them into develop. Yeah, if you have
progress
tested it and you think it's good, merge it into develop.
I don't know. What else do I need to do? I mean, I looked and it looks like it has three files, like JS.
Good. Like I said, if it worked, like, did you test to make sure it works even after it
progress
refactored them?
Like the app.
Yeah, make sure the app works. Make sure
Oh,
things didn't break. Because
okay.
sometimes after
I take LL fetch
refactoring, it will
official docs
actually sometimes break things. Like it will sometimes do that for some
command
reason.
how
Well,
to
it's because it
study
it's
flow
like, oh well.
study flow dash X main move deck testing to button study button heading level 3
What
testing
is the command to get to that file tree view again?
Control Shift E.
Oh, Control Shift E. Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
one cards bullet move to full move deck button study this deck
Study
left
this
parent no
deck.
folder right parent button flip card button unavailable. Next button unavailable. Button
Hold
card
on.
1 of 1 comma. Show flip to back call alert. Watch video on YouTube. Watch video on
Dang it.
YouTube. Error 153 video player configuration error. Visit YouTube to search for more
Ooh,
videos.
hold on.
Study copy.
Video
How to use
configuration
command
error.
prompt. Index dot tool chat input left I space O space X V I D O O N F I G U R A T I O S E R R O space V E A S H S E A R C H T H W space O F I X space I T space. Chat
Like I said, we may have to go soon, but oh yeah, we have 4 minutes
progress.
left.
All right, let's open the index.
Progress.
But at least I'll try to
Progress.
finish this up real quick.
Working
We're
dot
pretty
working
close.
dot progress. Working dot
Okay, I see your help.
progress. Progress. I take LL add environment detection and the visible banner plus modal with exact local dash server command semi. Also update
Oh,
embed
dear.
behavior to avoid embedding when loaded via file : / and show clear fallback dot. I take LL apply a patch to index.html and then run a quick error check dot. Made changes dot. Land : add detection when the app is opened via file : /
Okay, this is
command
fine.
how to use variable index.h study flow dash
That's fine. I guess
study
we'll
flow
figure
dash
it out.
main button add folder. Left test heading testing media heading level 3 1 move to move deck buttons button delete button study started study button card 1 of 1 flip to back : alert watch video on YouTube error 153 video player configuration error visit YouTube to
Okay.
search for more videos.
I'm not gonna be able to figure this out right now, but at least we have an idea of how this will work, right? You'll be able to play the media, assuming it will work ever. If not, I'll use the API. No big deal. But like I said, I think we're gonna have to head out because otherwise we're gonna be late for the Apple event. We don't want to do that.
Command
So
prompt index.html
let me just save my changes real quick,
start new chat and can't keep and continue.
and I'm gonna make a
Study
commit.
flow dash command
Let's
prompt
do
call
that.
flashcards dash at
Just
GitHub desktop
say
GitHub
something like
GitHub desktop dismiss the clickable changes 1 create commit grouping commit summary combo box collapse clickable generate commit unavailable but commit descript combo box collapsed as autocomplete multi-line editable opens list description. Combo box collapsed as autocomplete multi-line editable opens list flashcard dot embedded YouTube videos are displayed on the card back with accessibility feature button generate commit button commit one file to committing one file to feature dash add pushing to origin
push.
hang on dot fetching origin hang on
All right,
dot
y'all. Any
refreshing
last
repository
questions?
fast
Because
dash
we have
forwarding
to head
branches
out.
push complete.
I think
just-
that's it. We'll be back here next Tuesday from 10 to noon Central Time, same place on YouTube and on Zoom. Yeah, I'm excited about next week, everybody. And Taylor, are you about to live stream the Apple thing, or what are you about to do?
No, I watch it separately. I'm not popular. I can't live stream the actual event. You know, I don't want to get in trouble with Apple legal.
Sure. Where do you recommend people who may not know where to go watch it? Where should they go?
Subscribe. Apple.com or in the Apple TV app. There, it's audio described, and then subscribe to the YouTube and my Substack to get my reactions.
Well, perfect. All right, everybody. Well,
Got
have a
one
great
question.
week. Yeah, go
Okay,
ahead.
Miss
go
Francis.
ahead.
If I want to look up the previous videos y'all have on YouTube, what would I search?
So you can go to Taylor Arndt, TAYLOR ARNDT YouTube, and the previous videos are in the live tab. I haven't made a playlist. I probably should, but it's it'll say something like Zoom Social, Learn to Code, or Free Code Camp, or Laura Wheeler, right? And in this specific series will have like flashcards somewhere in the name, and there's 2 other videos.
Okay, that'll work. I appreciate
Awesome.
that. Thank you. I'm excited about this.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I'm very stoked about this project. All right, everybody. See you next week.
See you
All
next
right.
week. Have an
Index.
awesome Apple event,
How to use
everybody.
varied study flow
All right.
command
It is Apple
Action.
event
Share.
time.
Yeah,
How
let's
to use varied
go.
study flow command
Bye.
Zoom workplace
Bye, everyone. I'm gonna
Index.
end the meeting
Bye.
now. If I can figure out where.
Index dot GitHub how to use study flow command flashcard index dot screen sharing GitHub
Oh,
how
hold
to
on.
command flash index screen share screen end me leave